Hey guys, welcome to all my new subs. I see you. We're talking about the mind playing tricks on you, cognitive distortions, also known as thinking errors or irrational thoughts. They're patterns of biased or irrational thinking. And so, if you want more information about that, check out the first video. But here are 10 cognitive distortions. Number one, all or nothing thinking or black and white thinking. This distortion involves viewing situations in extreme all or nothing terms with no middle ground. For example, a person might consider themselves a complete failure if they make a minuscule or minor mistake. Number two, overgeneralization involves drawing very big, broad, negative conclusions based on a single event or limited set of circumstances. For example, after one bad breakup, someone might conclude that they will never find their true love. Number three, catastrophizing. This distortion is about blowing things way out of proportion and imagining the worst case scenario. For instance, thinking that getting a low grade on one test means their academic future is irreparably ruined in perpetuity. Number four, mental filtering. People who engage in mental filtering focus exclusively on the negative aspects of a situation and invalidate, disregard, or ignore any of the positive elements. For example, hearing a negative side of a critique rather than any constructive element. Number five, mind reading. Mind reading is the assumption that you know what others are thinking, particularly challenging in relationships, and often it leads to negative interpretations. For example, thinking they think I'm stupid, they think I'm ugly, they think I don't belong here, without any evidence to support that belief. Number six, emotional reasoning. Emotional reasoning occurs when individuals believe that their emotions reflect the truth. For instance, if someone feels like a burden, they behave like they genuinely are one, despite evidence to the contrary. Remember, feelings are not facts. Number seven, should statements. Using should, must, ought to statements to impose unrealistic or rigid expectations on oneself or onto others. This can lead to feelings of guilt and frustration when these expressed or unexpressed expectations are not met. Number eight, labeling and mislabeling. Labeling is when individuals attach a global and negative label to themselves or others based on a specific behavior or action. And mislabeling is an extreme form of labeling that involves using highly emotional and derogatory terms, for example, calling oneself a complete failure because of a single mistake. Number nine, discounting the positive. This distortion involves dismissing or devaluing positive experiences, accomplishments, or feedback. People may think that positive feedback is insincere or undeserved. This is different than mental filtering because in this case, the positive is heard, the value of it is just diminished. Number 10, personalization. Personalization is the tendency to take responsibility for events outside of one's control or to assume that others' actions are directed at them personally. For example, someone might think that a friend's bad mood is because of something they did. Recognizing and challenging these cognitive distortions is an important part of cognitive behavioral therapy and other therapeutic approaches. By addressing these distortions, individuals can develop healthier thought patterns, reduce negative emotions, and improve their overall mental well-being. Lastly, while I am a licensed mental health professional, I might not be your licensed mental health professional. So please, if this information, use it for educational purposes. And if you notice these cognitive distortions, please reach out to a trained professional for help. Again, shout out to all of my new subscribers. And if you find this information helpful, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all of the things.